Forest Lodge, Chandibai. Today we have our team study circle. Let's see who's the first to arrive. Teha! What are you going to talk about today, Teha? Morning! What are you going to talk about apart from you? Morning, Taufik, the main man for today. It's okay, we need your brain, we don't need your looks today.
First, jangan ulur-ulur kan, don't mock people. Find first, but tahan. Okay, because we want to...
First of all, shall we give a big hand to Taufik for his award from HRDF?
Okay, this time we make a bit different. Usually we have slide presentation and stuff, but this time we use the recording video session. So let's get into it.
So this one will become so popular and be expanded introduction for home
Kawan you, what's wrong with her?
Najwa, sit here. Come on. You will not see that. See your face this way.
Betul.
Team building. Okay, team building. We maybe want to ask the
a little bit about ear and cancer.
The decisions, the mastery of procrastination. What is procrastination? Procrastination means you giving up on yourself, which you paying too much attention in others' opinions about your life and the possibilities that you will get in your life, which is probably too late to change it. So it is not good, right? Okay.
Okay, so the ceritanya saya tak sampai ke sen ni. Tapi saya tak nak macam sen tu dekat belakang.
Number 2, prepare for anything vs prepare for everything. Don't prepare for everything because everything, there's an infinite amount of things. I repeat, infinite. But prepare for anything. If you prepare for anything, you have a generalized response or way to tackle when the problem suddenly occur.
Sekarang kita nak handle, kita tipik. Instead of kita punya klien okey, tapi kita punya team pula yang macam dia.
How do you respond or how do you react? Is
How
that the
we
question?
react and respond.
Begin with the end in mind. So, in this world, all things are created twice. The first one is in our mind, and the second one is in the real world. Picture your life like a ladder. You are climbing up the ladder of life, working very hard, doing the right things, and making progress up the ladder. Then, as you get towards the top of the ladder, you suddenly realize that your ladder was leaning against the wrong wall the whole time. A lot of people live their life like this. They don't have what Stephen called as personal mission statement.
Begin with the end in mind helps us in the program. During briefing, how?
If we understand what things to deliver, what are things that we need.
How to follow it. You do not want your conscious value to follow your subconscious mind. So whatever you do, you treat the person that you're having a bad impression of equally, like everyone else.
Sometimes it's good, but most of the time I think it's a bad one. Because you attempt to judge someone before you know him or you know her, or you know about the situation.
okay, pre-mortems. Okay, you know post-mortem, right? Which we always do in our business. Okay, which we look back about what things that already happened. But pre-mortems, we look at the things that doesn't happen yet, but we imagining it. Let's say we consider what failure or what things that bad can be happen.
In this chapter, Rolf actually explained about effort justifications. When we people, we tend to overvalue our effort. When we put too much effort on something, we tend to cling to it. It's either we feel comfortable or we overvalue it, like I've spent so much time on this, so why do I have to let it go? Why do I have to see another things to do when I love to do this? I've put so much effort on this, I don't want to try new things. Try to step back and look back at it, but not the effort, but just the result and the value of it.
But one thing that makes them successful is the persistent. They never quit. Persistent is the willpower that grants you immunity from failure.
Now that dia jadi macam tu sebab mungkin mak dia sakit. There are family matters. Mungkin kan. Mungkin
Dia tak boleh datang stadium. Mau reaper siapa tu? Okay, next. Good job.
What if you didn't even think the water as a problem? And the third one, now, what you do with the water? I cannot imagine that the water itself was a solution to the water problem.
Kalau like for me, I suka jauh sikit diri pada orang, just duduk dekat tempat lain untuk berfikir secara rasional.
Problem solving ni only decision making. Tapi I forget the part of when it comes to complexity, when it comes to the complexity and uncertainty. So bila saya gagal memahami definisi ni, so I think the problem solving ni it's about position, kan? So for me, okay, problem solving not me. So it's about my superior. After I read this book, this is me, kan? In the bad way lah, bukannya saya yang bagus pandai macam ni, no. This is me yang selalu buat mistake macam ni. I always miss this in my list of problem solving, kan?
Circle number 1 is circle of concern, which are something that we cannot control. Others' opinion, weather, politics, what people think of you, economy, and others' mistake. Circle number 2 is circle of influence, something that we can control, which are attitude, education, skills we learn, enthusiasm, habits, and hobbies.
So I do love education, so I hope by that time I have some qualifications to do like what I need to train the new generations, give some benefit to them.
Proactive people and reactive people. Reactive people is they tend to blame things out of their control or their failure. Why proactive people is they responsible for their action. Other than that, proactive people simply means that your life is a product of your value, not your feelings.
When we have like what we call it, the hell weeks, you know. I used to have a birthday on my health week, which is I don't care.
Is the top 1% habits, attitudes, and strategies for exceptional success by Dan Sarzong.
You're braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. But the most important thing is, even if we are apart, I'll always be with you.
So we already know about the first part, which is how fear can polish you in a good way. So I'm here at the Fairy Hills. Actually, this is my alternative to overcome my fear and nervous in front of camera. So I decided to walking around and have a fairy vibe. So let's move to point number 2.
So for example, us in Radiant, none of us have agriculture background, none of us have a carpentry background, but look what we have done to H and Gems and other pivots like Ceringan and Jabat. So what makes us able to do all that is because we have all the motivation. We want to survive in this COVID-19 situation. Every day, try to come up with 10 new original ideas about anything. So it can be 10 ideas about costume, it can be 10 new ideas about how to propagate plants. So by doing so, you give chance to expand your creativity. So the next practice is switch up routine. Change your scenery, change your routine can be a perfect plan to practice your creative thinking. So go for a walk, listen to a different music, move things around in your room. Any daily routine, work on it at different time.
Okay, my book is a coaching for breakthrough success. Like 6 parts, GEARDA, GEARDA. Okay, G stand for goals, E explorations, A analysis, R stand for releasing, D decisions, and last one A for actions. Okay, so analysis is like you connect all those ideas to make one ultimate idea so that you can achieve your goals.
Things that we can learn is about mental subtraction. How to realize that you are happy. So instead of thinking about the things you don't yet have, consider how much you had missed the things you do have if you don't have them any longer. So now I want everybody to close your eyes. You cannot see anymore. You have lost your right arms, you have lost your left arm, and you also have lost your eyesight. You are blind now.
Because we don't have time, we need to start build the prototype, and some of the team maybe they know really what need to do.
Like Radiant, we never imagine kita akan ada nursery, we have jams, we have age punya pivot. So bila this pandemic happen, so we can come out dengan the new idea, the fresh idea. So this is that's why the book say we have to look bigger picture.
Okay, so what about in the situation where
maksudnya leader ni dia sentiasa berfikir macam masalah tu akan berlarutan kalau tak selesaikan. Contoh macam tadi lah. Okay. The tips based on 4 essential pillars. Okay, is mutual direction.